What's good, YouTube? Everyone's favorite Unk, Big Unk Chaos, here to give you all my way too early predictions for Marvel Rivals Seasons 4. If you like tier lists, drop a like. Also hit that hype button. It's a new YouTube feature, and it says it'll help me out a lot with promoting this video, so do your boy a solid. Also, for all of you who are going to skip to the character just to see, where I placed them, please at least hear me out for the characters portion. If you're going to disagree with me in the comment section, I love talking about these types of things, but I can't discuss it with you if you don't even listen to my points. Without any more foobar, let's get right into it. Adam Warlock is a good healer now. I think as far as strategists go, he's definitely not the best, but he's no longer right. I would put him like a C tier. I like him. I genuinely think that he's good. His ultimate's nice, and combined with the fact that people are resurrected with you means, his burst healing's gonna be able to hit everyone at once immediately. Combine that with like a Soul Link, Atoms can utilize their reses to save whole teams. I think that probably the only thing that really holds him back from going any higher is the fact that he does have great damage, but his healing output is limited to like how skill inducive he is with his aim. There's also the fact that, the soul bond kind of got the nerf that, took the timing down a little bit, which makes you more, reliant upon hitting those shots to get those refreshes on your charges to heal people. I do think that he needs some mobility or a stun or something besides that extra life, because it's kind of crap that everyone else gets some way of evading. So that's why he's going to be in B tier. He just doesn't have some of the skill sets that other strategists do. Now, Black Panther, I'm also going to put in B. I do think that he's good. I don't think that he's as busted as everyone's acting like, and I don't think that he deserves as many bans as everyone plays. I think that he's probably good in the lower elos, mainly because of the fact that there's no coordination. If you're able to stop a Black Panther before he starts, then 99% of the time, he's just going to run away because he doesn't want to risk that. You hit him before they start, well, now they've got less health. Added on the fact that he lost 25 health, and he lost 5 health on the over health that he got for his life, it means that he's going to be having a much harder time staying in the sustainability. I don't know why people are still banning him, but, I even had one of my, an Iron Man in a Storm, they banned him, and I was playing Strategist. I'm like, why would you do that? I wanted to ban the Namor, or the Emma, and they're like, oh, I did it for our backline, so they don't have to deal with Black Panther. I'm like, I ain't worried about Black Panther, like, I'll freeze him. I can play Luna and hit him with a, snowball. I can aim. Anyways, next up, speaking of aiming, you got Black Widow. I do think Black Widow is no longer a throw pick. I think she's good enough to be played, and that's about it. Do I think there are other characters you can play that are way better than her? Absolutely. Should you play Hela instead of her? Every time. Should you play Phoenix instead of her? Every time. Should you probably, hell, even Punisher, probably every time. If you're going to play her, play someone else who does more damage, is kind of my logic, but you can do great, and the one-shot potential with Mantis is becoming less and less of a meme every day. As far as weaknesses go, she's also good against, melee characters who try to, I guess pressure the backline because she can hit him with that stun combo one-shot thing. That's nice. So I don't think that she's useless. Cap, I'm gonna put him in A tier. That 5%, 5 damage down or 10% debuff, whatever he got, it's kind of stupid. He didn't deserve that. I don't know why they're hating on America right now. I don't know what we did, but he did not deserve that. Cap was already tickling people with most of his attacks. For the most part, Captain America has to earn his kills, in my opinion. Sure, he's great at sustainability, but he wasn't out here just mowing people down for the freelo. So I don't really get that, but I don't think that he's bad now either. I honestly probably should have put him towards the top of S tier last season. That's where I should have put him, but I didn't. Kind of hesitated on it. I don't know why, but overall, yeah, I'm very impressed with how he's been performing so far for me. I still think that he's a great tank. You can pressure the backline. That never gets old. And although flyers are annoying, flyers can get hit with shields. And if they don't want to touch point, then Cap America is pretty good at making them swap the characters who can. Otherwise, I've had situations where people have just lost point because no one could contest because they couldn't fly. This flyer meta is super goofy. Next up, we got Cloak and Dagger, and I genuinely think Cloak and Dagger is finally going to go in that S tier for me. She gets her ult ridiculously fast. She has auto aim. She's so easy to use. I know people like to go Rocket and Ultron whenever they're forced to play a strategist. Don't really get the why on that, but I know they do like to do it. But with Cloak, you got pretty much the whole package besides raw output for damage, and even that can be boosted because she has Cloak form. Her debuff is great for just wiping out the teams in combinations with ults. You've got her bubble for, anti-dive. You've got her Cloak shield to protect your whole team from Jeff ults and Tony ults and Storm ults. Her ultimate's really good. It's got great range, and people are becoming better and better at finding corners and angles and planning out their routes with Cloak so they don't get hit with Magneto bubbles. So far, so good for Cloak this season. I think that she's genuinely going to take the place as probably the second best strategist in the game. Just my take on it. Speaking of takes, let's talk about Strange. I think Strange, weirdly enough, is honestly in the best spot he's been since probably season 1. I like the changes. They're making him more offensive. Sure, he's lost some health. You know, that does suck a little bit, but that shield makes up for it. That shield has 800 health. He doesn't need that much. He's essentially a Groot. Well, 600. I'm not sure the exact numbers, but he's essentially a Groot already. I think combining the shield with that and the fact that, he has so much damage and output pressure, which means he gets more ult time, he's in such a good spot right now. There's so many flyers. He can defend against them. There's flyer ult. You don't want to fight against a Hela ult? Well, he can defend against that. Phoenix ult, shield. Ultron, shield. Johnny, shield. So many threats. Iron Man, shield. I don't know if you're going to really count... Oh, sorry, Storm, not really shield, but, he can shield. It just ain't going to do anything. Anyways, I do think that he, right now, is in a pretty good spot. The Emma matchup's a little bit less bad. I don't think that it's great, but it's less bad than it was. I do think that he can do probably, a little bit more health, and he'd probably pass her up, but I digress. I'm gonna put Strange, predict him as S tier into season. What do you guys think of this? Is this gonna be a crazy take? Next up is Groot, and Groot is going to be A tier for me, and here's why. Not only is Groot going to consistently have to fight up against numerous people that are going to try to focus on displacing him. Now you've got so many people who can do it. You've got Bucky, Wolverine, Angela. There was a time period where Groot was just the best tank in the game, in lieu of Wolverine getting banned and whatnot. But now it's a lot harder because so many people have effects that, similar to Wolverine, those displacement effects. Even a Sue can push you. Even a Thor can push you away. A Hulk can knock you back. Jeff's can ult. The Jeff ult's kind of, a little bit ridiculous. But I'm serious in the sense of that you have lost some value with Groot, because if you just take him away from his walls, he's not that damn oppressive. He's only, and I know it's like, wow, that's so profound, but really, think about it. So many people in this game can move people. Mr. Fantastic can grab you from across the map and make you move. Thing can body block and use his charge to stun you and make your movement abilities null and void. And it also has pushback. There's so many different ways you can displace people. Spider-Man can grab, Penny can stun. I don't know. Just my thought on that. I'm probably gonna get cooked. Hawkeye, Hawkeye was so good before, but I think it's because people were just really bad at positioning. I think Hawkeye kind of falls in the same position as Widow. He's probably a little bit faster. The Luna team up's good. He's just, I don't know what it is about him now. He just can't get as much value. Maybe it's the speed of which he charged up the Iron Arrow or what. I'm not sure, but I definitely think that he could use a little bit more love. I'm not sure how they've made him worse. He just doesn't feel like he has that impact, or maybe his speed's just down. Who knows? All right, I could spend the next minute or so talking about this, or we can all just acknowledge that Hela is still great. I know a lot of you know about the Hela glitch right now, which is making her probably S.5, not S+. I still think that category only goes to one character due to their their exploits still existing. I'll call it the Johnny tier. Yeah, we'll call it Johnny's tier. But yeah, the Hela glitch is pretty annoying right now, so I think that that's a little bit of an outlier. But even without that, she's still great. She's just like Phoenix. If you guys want me to tell you about the exploit, I mean, 100 likes and I'll tell you guys how it works. But I'm pretty sure you can find it on TikTok, and I'd rather not share it because I know someone's going to use it for ranked, and then I'll feel bad. Hulk's a little bit better now. Emma's a little worse, so Hulk's a little bit better. I think Hulk was about a B last season because of all the pressure Emma provided. I think that he sneaks into that A tier now. I don't think that he's like this broken machine just because he has a team up with Panther, but I do think that's going to lead to him being more targeted for bans, so who knows? Maybe that's a factor, when determining someone's strength, if they're banned all the time to break up combos. But I mean, you're just taking out the enabler to, two birds, one stone, really, in that situation. You might as well, if they have a crazy Black Panther, you might as well take the Hulk, just in case, or if they have a Black Panther and a Hulk, you might as well take the Hulk. Because then you take a Hulk player and a team up. I don't know. Iron Fist, he does not feel good. He does not feel good. He feels worse than Widow, honestly. I don't know why they gutted this guy when they let Wolverine do the whole lifesteal thing and Blade, the percentage-based damage. I just don't get it. I don't get it, and I'm not happy about it. Iron Man, I'm gonna put Iron Man A tier only because like the poke is undefeated right now. Flying meta is crazy. Even with all these like crazy good aimers, you still have to actually be able to hit these people. Iron Man's got great mobility, great maneuverability. You're not gonna be able to hit him that easy. He can poke the enemy back line, front line. You get the lasers, that ult just wipes through everything, and people are getting a lot more bold with that, just walking straight up into the enemy back line. Here, hold this, nephew. Bow! Busting right in their face. No Diddy, no baby oil. Next up is Jeffrey. Y'all gonna hate me for this. I think Jeff is getting better. I know y'all gonna hate that. Y'all don't like that. Y'all don't like the Jeff honesty. Everyone wants Jeff slander. You want me to just crap on Jeff? I don't know why we want to crap on Jeff. I don't have a problem with Jeffs. I have a problem with Jeff players. Jeff players don't heal. Jeff, the character, is phenomenal at healing. The issue is you always have some goofy TikTok wannabe scooping around, flanking, and trying to shoot people rather than healing his team. That's the real issue why people don't like Jeff. It has nothing to do with his healing output. It has to do with the execution. So I'm not going to just put Jeff in the D tier just because the people who use him are bad. Sorry for the quick rant. I had to get that off my chest. Shout out to Jeffrey, and shout out to the Jeffrey Wars. It's a series I started on my YouTube shorts. Be sure to check them out if you want to see clips of me just dunking toxic teammates off the map. As we go with toxic teammates, Loki. Loki is not as good anymore. Loki's healing's down. Loki's damage is down. There are so many different people that take advantage of Loki right now. Added on with that, and with his reduced healing and damage, he has to go down a notch. That's the devs' purpose of nerfing him. That was their goal. Do not blame me. Do not blame me. Blame the devs. Hear me out. Let's look at some of the heavy hitters. We haven't gotten to her yet, but obviously Phoenix is one of them. She makes Loki, like Loki's the liability. It's like Punisher. You might as well, Punisher, Phoenix, like, oh my god, that's another person, Punisher. He punishes that. Who else does that? Well, Hela. That's all I'm gonna say about that one. Hela. So yeah, Loki, he's kind of took some serious L's. I'm not sure why they're so dead set on nerfing my boy into the ground. Probably because all the DPS Lokis that are flanking as well. But even they were really good at healing, so I don't really have an issue with that. And each team could get a Loki, so whatever. Luna is still easily the best strategist in the game. That shouldn't be a surprise to anyone, probably. I mean, it's Luna. She's Luna. She's good. I mean, she's got the 10-second ult. Everyone wants to copy her ult. She's got great damage, stun lock, evasion, speed. Next. Magik. I think Magik's better than BP. I know. Someone's gonna cook me for that. Oh my god, this guy has no idea what he's talking about. Magik better than BP, trash list, uninstall. No, hear me out. That team up is good, all right? It is. We slept on it. And with Strange being good, it makes her actually viable. And she can use it against flyers, making it so they can't run away. You know how the Ultron loves to stay near that Iron Man? Ooh, he's his pocket. I ain't gonna say what the word is. I ain't gonna say the word I was about to use, but he's his pocket, if you know what I'm saying. He's like, ooh, pocket me, Ultron-chan. I got you, Iron Man coon. She says, nah, get to the ground. Puts belt to ass. Pop! Goes the weasel. I like it. And I like how fast she is, and the fact that her charge speed's gone down. I like Magik. I ain't gonna do it, but I could almost do it. S tier. Magneto, great tank, always good. Players who play him are great. Players who don't, and they play people like Venom, you make me sad, even if Venom's not bad. Mantis, I think Mantis is honestly like better than Adam, but only barely. I don't think either of these are bad characters. If I have a Luna and a Mantis, I'm okay. If I have a Luna and Adam, I'm okay. If I have a Cloak and, you know, a Mantis, I'm okay. Cloak, Adam, I'm okay. You know, I don't think any of those are bad. I do think it might get a little bit, or Jeff. I'm not unhappy with a combination of one of these and any of those. I am not ecstatic with a combination of one of any of these. However, if I got all three of these, I'm okay with that. I'm not happy, but I'm okay with that. That's how I like to look at that. Great damage, great for boosting. With the Loki team up, it's good. You know, that's also a great addition. Yet, you know, I guess if I got Loki Mantis, I don't know if I'd be happy. I probably still want one more, honestly, because Loki's healing has gone down. And if he can only copy a Jeff ult or an Adam ult, we're not going to have any defense ults. Moon Knight's a lot better than people have been giving him credit for lately. I think the second totem's given him a lot more survivability. So divers like Psylocke, flankers like her, and I guess, I don't know, Magik, Black Panther, they're not gonna be able to take him out as easy. He can protect himself a lot more. I like it. I like it. I like the overhealth effect, and I think it's a good addition to the game. He's still not too broken. You just gotta go actually chase him down. And it requires a little bit more effort, but nothing too extreme. All right, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Namor has it all. He does damage relative to Hela. Not as close, but relative. He has a 2-shot potential, just like her with 2 moves. And in fact, his is a closer one. His ult's okay. You know, it stops the mobility of characters, but those turrets provide so much value. The only issue I'd say it has is that he is a Phoenix and currently a Hela victim, but I can't really go too much into that for reasons on the second part of that. However, those well-timed turrets just makes it so it doesn't make a difference. Honestly, if Phoenix is banned, you really can clear towns so easily. The Flyers have no space and they're depressed the whole game. You can just really demoralize an entire team. And once you start snowballing that effect of, man, there's a squid everywhere I go, I'm spawning, I'm coming out the door, there's a squid, I don't want to play, there's a squid. It just creates a frustration gameplay that can really like start cracking at the mental of your ops. Speaking of, Penny kind of does that too now. Her new ult, I kind of like the slow effect a lot more than I thought I was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be mid-pack. I thought it was gonna be mid-pack. I know everyone's gonna say, oh, B tier for Penny. This guy's drunk. He's smoking something. He's on that I don't know, that Fent pack. I don't know what packs young YNs are smoking nowadays. But no, I honestly think Penny has gotten to a spot where she's better. I'm not happy with Penny as a solo tank. And that's kind of how I like to look at that. I'm not happy with any of these characters in the 2s. If I get a BP and a Moon Knight, I'm not ecstatic. If I get a Jeff and an Adam, I'm not ecstatic. If I get a Penny and, I don't know, whatever other tank I put in here, I'm not going to be ecstatic. I probably won't be, you know, pissed, but I'm not going to be happy, you know. This is like that, okay, I'm happy at above tier. 2 of these, combination of this, 1 of these and 1 of these. Preferably 1 of these and 2 of these, or 3 of these, or even like, you know, 1 of this and like, you know, the top of this in. So if I got Loki here, I want the best healer. I want Mantis. I don't want Adam. That's kind of how I like to look at it that way. Psylocke, her nerf hurt her a little bit. I'm kind of on the fence though, because I do think that players have, you know, I mean, the melee tech still does kind of get the job done. I think it's noticeable enough to where you can't honestly put her in S tier anymore with like some of the really good killers. So I'll do that. Rocket Raccoon. I know, hot take, but honestly, Rocket's kind of growing on me. The overhealth, the ult. Yes, he's a Phoenix victim. However, Phoenix does get banned a lot. His evasion is really good. He's great at countering dive. He has a good ult, a good revive. It would be disingenuous to say Rocket's not good. It would. At this point in the game, it'd be a pretty like weird take. I feel like you're just, you know, clip farming just to get reactions. All right. We all knew this was coming. I'm kidding. Honestly, she's still kind of like just here to me, y'all. Like, I'm sorry. I know. Okay. While I do believe her to be better than these 2, in most situations, it really just comes down to the fact of like, you don't have to aim as hard. That's kind of that, and the fact that she's, you know, it's easier to run away with her. I do think she's better than these 3, but only for those purposes. And that's honestly it. Spidey got hoed. Stop hoeing Spider-Man. If you're watching the video at this point, put hashtag stop hoeing Spider-Man. Stop it. What the hell did he do? This should be the season of Spider-Man. There are too many flyers. My homeboy, shout out to Zaya. My homeboy. He's a Spider-Man fiend. He only plays Spider-Man. Even if they ban Spider-Man, he has a mod to get Spider-Man in the game. All these flyers give this man one-shot potential. Damn, man. Like, God, I can't believe I'm even saying that. And before any of you say he's not going to go for flyers, he's going to go for backline, I don't care. Get them too. Sheesh. Too many dang flyers. Ultron flies. Shit. Squirrel Girl, honestly, if Spider-Man's C tier, I think Squirrel Girl's C tier too, honestly. Yeah, I think that he'd go above her, and it'll probably be something like this. I'd probably put something like that, honestly. I think that would be closer to the order I'd put it. Squirrel Girl, Spam City, I mean, the nerf hurt it a lot. That 50% hurt. Yeah, if you're better at aiming, you can be more rewarded with those locks, but the whole purpose of that was people weren't good at aiming, so they couldn't do that. I know this one's going to be a very hot take, but I think Star-Lord is in a good spot this season. I think Star-Lord's in a good spot this season. I think he gets ult really good with the mag bubble. I think the iframes are great, and the overhealth is great that he gets from his dodges. I think his flight's great. I think it's phenomenal. I think his team up with Rocket is just cheese that needs to be removed from the game. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Storm, honestly, I'm kind of like, on Storm too. I mean, she's not bad, but like, there's just so many better flyers to play. There's so many better flyers to play. You got Johnny. You've got Johnny. I mean, enough said. I mean, okay. Johnny, Iron Man, like, I just don't, like, when I think of her, I'm just like, I think she's honestly the weakest of the flyers. And I don't think that's a crazy take. Yeah, I would put her as the weakest of the flyers, 100%. Let me know what you guys think of that. Because I just don't, I'm not really inspired when I see her. Bucky's still Bucky. He's still good. Nothing crazy. I like his new skin. It's going to be cool. Thor is not great. I'm sorry. He's not. They tried to make him great. He's not. The ult did not do enough for him. I'm really pissed that they're just like hoeing the guy. We might honestly need to go back to the original Thor at this point. Because like nothing they're doing is working. Players can't play him and enjoy the game and actually contribute to their teammates. It's just not functional. Venom, I hate him. I think that he's a worthless tank. However, that's when I'm being stupid and unobjective. If I'm being objective, his ability to sustain, dive, pressure the back line, you know, delve for people, keep people close together, capitalize on that, and, you know, help his team cluster in and get some good shots. I can't underestimate it. I can't undersell how good Venom is. He's good, even if I don't want him to be. Bucky's great. Honestly, Bucky might be another contender for the S tier. He might be, because he has so much good game against flyers, but just having game against flyers shouldn't be enough. And his ult, I mean, his ult has taken a little bit of a hit, y'all. I don't know. I think that like that 15% is a little low. I think we should go back to 20. That said, between like all of his stuns and everything like that, it just feels so close. I could see Bucky sneaking into the S tier. And honestly, you know, it's a toss-up for me. Wolverine's S, ban him every game. Don't waste your time trying to fight this guy. You're not going to have a good time fighting Wolverines, as most tanks this season, especially Angela. Just don't do it. Mr. Fantastic is the worst duelist in the game this season, I think. Him or Blade. And it's kind of a toss-up. I'm a little bit disappointed with that because he was my main for a while, but they just seem to not like, you know, appreciating big boys. And we can't do jack against a Phoenix who's constantly shooting you in the head. Deflecting only does so much. She's got lifesteal. I'm deflecting a bullet. She's deflecting it back. We're going ban for ban and I'm losing. Next. Honestly, nah. They increased her healing. And they added a slow effect. That makes it a little bit tricky. But I'm gonna say no, because a lot of Invisible Women's are bad. And the fact that, like, Luna's is so much better and Cloak's is so much faster. Yeah, I think that that's why she can't sneak in there. This should surprise no one. Fix the dang melee string so the rest of us can play the game, damn it. I don't know about Thing, though, because Thing is good at countering dive. And now he can go against flyers. I think we've got a lot of good tanks. I think he could honestly almost fit an S tier. I'm doing it. Yep, that'll be my hot take. I'm allowed one hot take. Thing is S tier this season. Yes, there's flyers, but he can jump to him, and he knocks him down, and he's good at backlining. Can he solo tank? Honestly, yes. Although he shouldn't be able to. Emma. S tier still. She did, that nerf hurt her. I won't lie to you guys, but not enough. The real issue with Emma doesn't come down to the fact that, like, you're not shooting shields. That's not what you've ever been doing with Emma. You're shooting people. You're shooting their backline. You're shooting flyers. If you're shooting a shield, you're wrong. You're gonna go diamond for him and just grab him. So, I don't know. I think that they're nerfing her in the wrong spots. They don't want to undersell her because we do need some good tanks. But I guess it just, you know, she can't be too strong, but this doesn't really feel too impactful, y'all. She's still the best tank, in my opinion. I put her ahead of all these guys. I think Thing honestly squeaks in by the skin of his teeth, but I think she sits in comfy as the queen. Ultron sucks, don't play him. Give him a defensive ult. I don't care, you guys are wrong. I'm sorry, just do it. Like, he needs a defensive ult. The guy needs to be able to play the damn game and contribute. Phoenix, Logan, yes. Blade's still not great. Blade's not great. 22 damage from the 20 isn't enough. I do think that the lifesteal reduction math is stupid. Makes no sense to say he has 60% lifesteal, then add his reduction on that and make it separate. Just say that he has what number he actually has and make it not apply there. Then, like, that's just so dumb. That's just so dumb. And it confuses people on math. Worst tank in game. Worst tank in game. Yes? Are we gonna, we can cap and lie. I'm just gonna keep the beam with you guys. She is the absolute worst tank in the game. I take Thor over her every day. I take Thor and I say, thank you, Daddy, over an Angela. And I know some of you can say, in the right hand, she's good. Or as a Vanguard main, shut up. Shut up. I hate when people say as a anything. As soon as you say that, I'm like, that's appeal to authority. I don't care what you are. That doesn't define your argument. That doesn't somehow make you an authority figure or an expert or a subject matter expert, let alone that. She is not a good Vanguard because she doesn't play. When she plays like a big-ass DPS, if you want to play her like that, I suppose. But honestly, between the fact that her damage requires her to constantly be poking in and out, you're not going to be getting a lot of value. And guess who else pokes in and out? Black Panther. And he does it faster. Way less health, but way freaking faster. Anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this, please drop a like. It helps me out so much, y'all. I hope y'all watch the video as much as you could. Send it to a friend. And also, please hit that hype feature. I'm not sure how it works, but YouTube says it's a new feature. It's going to help this video get a lot of clicks. And I can appreciate that because I'm going to buy my son a baseball bat. Thank you all and have a great day.